The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And no run back on the opening kick. To the 25. Play action. Now it's Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
First down, Bill.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 15. This is Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And the Bills first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he's able to get this down to the 5.
It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll see Brock Purdy. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the 49ers and the Bucs, and it's all up next.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 and his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Again, they run with Edmonds. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this doesn't quite work out as well as planned. They'll forfeit a few yards as he's tackled just past the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. shifts by him. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Ayuk going to go in motion right. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. Purdy off the play fake. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown, 49ers. Cameron Ratu, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it with second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And this is caught by Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels...
But how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, if you're ever going to try to fake punt, this would seem to be the place to do it, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah, you got to make sure you throw it to your guys and not the other team. But yes, in this spot on the field, only needing a few yards for a first, I think that decision was okay and spot on. The problem was the execution. It was not.
Second down and 4. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Purdy on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw, no shot.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Purdy sets up to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Jennings. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Purdy now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Purdy looking to throw. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No return here for White. It'll be a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Taking it about the 16. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Purdy steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On first down, Purdy. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
4 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Mayfield to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down, Mayfield.
He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Mayfield on first down. This one taken in by Otten. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Mayfield looks to throw.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mayfield now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
At the 4-yard line.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Ray McCloud.
And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No clock on the field.
And no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
114 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy.
Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. That is caught.
Well, he will go 35-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Now Mayfield lost the football. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On second down, this is Edmonds. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game, facing a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Purdy on 4th down.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Chase McLaughlin
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ayuk going to go in motion right.
At the 15-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out right at the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing, Mayfield. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
To throw, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Niners' 18-yard line.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he's down to the 12.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Tampa Bay.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Second down, Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They work now on 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 1-yard pickup brings up third.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th fourth down try. Play action. Now Purdy. That is caught. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Up past the 30, second down coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
At the 31-yard line.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Purdy off the play fake.
Looking deep for Jennings. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest to kind of perform.